Everyone loves a proper Bugatti. We all don't have one sitting in our homes, but that doesn't mean we wouldn't want one, or a few. Anyway, no matter how much you think you love the Bugatti brand, you definitely don't love it more than Ralph Lauren. Why not? Maybe because he's got 18 Bugatti models in his collection. Well, with a net worth north of $7 billion, he can afford to be the biggest Bugatti fan in the world. Come with us as we tour the fashion icon's Bugatti collection and figure out why he has so many. Stay to the end to see the Bugatti model that's worth a dropping $150 million. Yeah, you heard that right. What better way to start our list than the first Bugatti that made Ralph Lauren fall head over heels in love with the brand? The Bugatti Type 35B. Wondering why you've never heard of this bad boy? Probably because it was introduced in 1927. One of the first and most iconic race car designs from the French automakers. Designed by Ettore Bugatti, the founder of the Bugatti brand, the Type 35B is an evolution of the Type 35, a perfect combination of lightweight design, engineering excellence, and most notably, aesthetic beauty. This model sports a supercharged 2.3-liter inline-8 engine capable of producing 138 horsepower. While that may seem only modest by modern standards, its advanced suspension and lightweight chassis are nothing short of brilliant for its time. A true pioneer of modern automotive innovation, and for a Bugatti lover like Ralph Lauren, it only seems fair that it became a big part of his collection. Well, this obviously doesn't offer much thrill behind the wheel, but his collection only gets better from here. Before we cruise into the next Bugatti, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell because we have a treasure trove of luxury collections you definitely don't want to miss. At the time, the question the world had for Bugatti was, how much more advancements could they make to the Type 35? The French marquis gave their answer just a year later. An answer Ralph Lauren found worthy enough to add to his collection. Next up, a 1929 Bugatti Type 37A. This was designed as an affordable alternative to the Type 35, yet it didn't try going overboard. They retained much of the precision, elegance, and of course performance that defined Bugatti's race cars. The 37A was a supercharged version of the Type 37, combining timeless aesthetics and state-of-the-art engineering. Equipped with a 1.5-liter inline-4 engine with a Roots supercharger, this model produced up to 90 horsepower. Although this wasn't as powerful as the Type 35B, its exceptional handling and lighter weight made it a joy to cruise in. Ralph Lauren, still sticking with the 37A, shows how much of a cultural artifact it is. Ralph Lauren clearly made it a case to assemble the most iconic rides designed by Ettore Bugatti himself, and so far he's done quite well. In our number 3 spot, the 1931 Bugatti Type 41 Royale Kellner Coupe, another antique that falls into this category. This is arguably one of the most time-defying and extraordinary automobiles ever designed. This model, designed by Ettore Bugatti himself, was intended to be the ultimate luxury ride for the elite and royalty. However, rather unfortunately, the Great Depression limited its audience. In the end, only 6 were ever produced, making it one of the rarest cars in history. Powered by a monstrous 12.7-liter straight-8 engine, originally created for aircraft, this beauty can produce an estimated 300 horsepower, a monumental figure for the time. Despite its immense size and weight, the Royale Kellner Coupe's powerhouse engine allowed it to glide effortlessly, a testament to the French automaker's engineering genius. While the Royale Kellner Coupe is the last Bugatti model made by the brand's founder, Ralph Lauren still got himself a ride designed by a Bugatti. This brings us to the next classic Bugatti in Ralph Lauren's collection, a 1932 Bugatti Type 55 Roadster. Designed by Jean Bugatti, Ettore's first son, the Type 55 Roadster is a breathtaking fusion of road-going luxury and racing performance. It was initially designed to serve as a bridge between Bugatti's racing success and its road car legacy, and it excelled at that. With only 38 units ever produced, the Type 55 is an exceptionally rare classic, but still not the rarest in Ralph's collection. Under its sleek hood lies a 2.3-liter inline-8 engine from the Type 51 Grand Prix car, complete with a Roots supercharger. This setup produces 130 horsepower, providing top-notch acceleration and a top speed of 115 miles per hour. Remarkable for its time and the fastest yet in the fashion icon's collection. While the Type 55 Roadster is an absolute luxury, it still doesn't trump a ride designed for only one person in mind, and surprisingly, that person isn't Ralph Lauren. In our number 5 spot, 1932 Bugatti Type 41 Royale Esders Roadstar, another brilliant classic. This unique iteration of the popular Royale was actually designed for textile magnate Armand Esders. Yeah, his name is actually the car. The Royale Esders Roadster is pretty much a custom-built roadster that stands entirely apart thanks to its lack of headlights or a roof, features that Esders himself deemed unnecessary. However, besides that, like other Royales, the Type 41 Roadster is powered by a colossal 12.7-liter straight-8 engine, capable of producing up to 300 horsepower. This obviously immense power means this beauty can cruise quietly and smoothly, reinforcing its luxurious standard. Its suspension and chassis were engineered to provide a near unrivaled level of comfort. This masterpiece had to be in Ralph's collection. Truth is, the Bugatti models in Ralph Lauren's car collection aren't just luxurious, groundbreaking designs. It's also a collection filled with some of the rarest cars in history. And here's yet another extremely exclusive coupe, a Bugatti Type 57 Atlantic Coupe. This is one of the most desirable cars in automotive history. Only 4 of these bad boys were ever built, and even fewer still exist today, making it a true collector's gem. There's no truer collector than Ralph. Also designed by Jean Bugatti, just like the Type 55 Roadster, the Atlantic sports a striking teardrop shape with riveting seams and flowing curves, made to look like an aircraft. Even in aluminum, its seam became a signature design element for cars that followed. Now let's take a peek under its hood. Equipped with a supercharged 3.3-liter inline-8 engine producing 210 horsepower, the Atlantic, just like every groundbreaking Bugatti model, delivered exceptional performance for its era. Its lightweight construction and advanced suspension further enhanced its on-road performance. Another masterpiece Ralph has gathering dust somewhere. So far, it's just been classic Bugatti rides with Ralph's car collection, and there are still more than a couple to go. It's obvious the fashion icon has a preference for expensive, rare, antiquated rides. The 7th Bugatti, a Bugatti Type 57 Ventoux, is yet another classic from the French automakers. Introduced in 1935, the Type 57 Ventoux is a 2-door coupe version of the Type 57 lineup, providing a much more practical and refined driving experience without having to sacrifice any of Bugatti's signature style. Powered by a 3.3-liter inline-8 engine, the Ventoux produces 135 horsepower, not the most from Bugatti in the era, but still enough to give you brisk acceleration. However, besides all that's packed under the Ventoux's hood, its sophisticated design with streamlined bodywork and a formal roofline is where the model blows other cars out of the water. This, plus its luxurious interior, appointed with the finest leather, makes the Ventoux one Bugatti model for the history books. Well, after 7 antiquated Bugatti models, we get to the most modern Bugatti ride from Ralph's garage, and it's still a classic. In 8th place, we have a 1991 Bugatti EB110 Supersport. This absolute beauty was designed as a statement vehicle to mark Bugatti's triumphant return to the world of luxury supercars in the 90s. However, more than this, it was designed to celebrate the 110th anniversary of Vittorio Bugatti's birth. Now you understand the name EB110, and why Ralph had to have a Bugatti this iconic in his lineup. This supercar combined cutting-edge engineering, technology, and style, placing Bugatti firmly in the modern automotive spotlight. At its heart, a 3.5-liter quad-turbocharged V12 engine delivers an impressive 603 horsepower, allowing this bad boy to reach a top speed of up to 220 miles per hour. The EB110 will go from 0 to 60 in just 3.2 seconds. Nothing short of an incredible feat for its time, making it one of the fastest rides of the era. Its advanced all-wheel drive system and carbon fiber monocoque chassis ensured great stability and even better handling. Ralph Lauren's love for the Bugatti brand stretches past their 1900s supercars even down to their more recent rides, which brings us to the 9th Bugatti model on our list, a 2012 Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse. This is one model that definitely needs no introduction. The Vitesse is a masterpiece of modern engineering, effectively combining unrivaled luxury with record-breaking speed. As the convertible variant of the Veyron Supersport, this model set new benchmarks for open-top performance, which, judging by the Bugattis we've seen so far, seems to be Ralph Lauren's type. At its core is an 8-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine producing an incredible 1,200 horsepower, the most of Ralph's collection, and 1,106 pound-feet of torque, With such horsepower, you just know the Vitesse goes really fast, accelerating from 0 to 60 in just 2.6 seconds, while boasting a top speed of 254 miles per hour. Why would Ralph even want to go that fast? This supercar's design is both stunning and functional, with an elegant carbon fiber construction and aerodynamic body. Though nothing beats a modern luxury supercar, Ralph still loves his Bugattis exclusive and vintage. And with that, we cruise into the 10th Bugatti model on our list. Another vintage-looking ride, a Bugatti Type 57 Galibier. You think Ralph would have had his fill of exclusive Bugattis by now, but that's not the case. The Type 57 Galibier is a concept car unveiled back in 2009 to commemorate the French automaker's 100th anniversary. Another Bugatti in Ralph's collection that is iconic because of more than just its on-road performance or sleek design. Plus, as it was only a concept car, only a few models were ever manufactured, and the exact number still remains a mystery. Some sources suggest a production run of about 300 units. All that matters is that Ralph has one sitting in his garage. Inspired by the 30s Bugatti Type 57 with a modern twist, this bad boy is powered by an 8-liter 16-cylinder engine, delivering 1,001 horsepower and 922 pound-feet of torque. Its interior also features some luxurious handcrafted premium materials. If you had thought the few modern Bugatti models would have made Ralph splash on other more recent Bugattis, then you thought wrong. His type remained vintage and exclusive. The 1939 Bugatti Type 57 Stelvio Cabriolet, the next luxury Bugatti model on our list, embodies this perfectly. The Stelvio is one classic Bugatti, which explains why it made it to Ralph's collection. However, besides that, it was also designed by a Bugatti, Jean Bugatti, making it an even more special ride. It features a sleek, curved body and a Stelvio-style folding top. Under its hood is a 3.3-liter inline-8 engine with a Roots-type supercharger producing up to 16 horsepower. This beauty is also nowhere close to being the fastest Bugatti in his collection, approximately reaching a top speed of 120 to 130 miles per hour. It can also sprint from 0 to 60 in around 12 seconds. Maybe sprint was the wrong word. Ralph Lauren's definitely seen faster. Its interior features a couple of luxurious materials, including leather, wood, and metal. Here's a fun fact. The Type 57C Stelvio isn't the only convertible variant of the Type 57 series designed by Jean Bugatti in 1939. And Ralph Lauren actually added both to his collection. Why? Well, how about we find out? Next up, the 1939 Bugatti Type 57 Aravis. Highlighted by its open-air driving experience, this beauty was pretty much crafted for exclusivity. It features a sleek, streamlined body with a unique curved profile, making it a timeless classic in the history of convertibles. The Type 57 Aravis has, more times than one, been considered the most beautiful Bugatti model, so it checks the box in aesthetics. What of on-road performance? Well, this bad boy is powered by a 3.3-liter inline-8 engine, producing 135 horsepower. The Type 57 Aravis can reach a top speed of 160 miles per hour and will go from 0 to 62 in about 20 seconds. Its interior also just spells luxury with premium materials, including wood and leather. Apparently, the 30s still had a lot of classic automobiles to offer Ralph Lauren. This time, going all the way back to 1932. What exactly about these luxury antiquated rides does the fashion icon love so much? In our 13th spot, a 1932 Bugatti Type 50T Coupe. As you'd expect, you're not going to get any heart-thumping speed from this one. However, what it doesn't have in speed, it makes up for in distinctive design. Designed by Jean Bugatti himself, making it the 5th ride designed by the automotive designer sitting in Ralph's garage, the Type 50T is a powerful touring car sporting a 5-liter engine. This, combined with its light weight, takes the classic to a top speed of 200 miles per hour. Due to its historical significance and rarity, this Bugatti model is highly sought after. Values currently range from $10 million to $50 million, depending on the provenance, condition, and originality of the vehicle. So, Ralph pretty much has a gold mine sitting in his garage. Next up is yet another rare classic from the 30s, designed by you-know-who, Jean Bugatti. Ralph Lauren definitely loves his creations, and here's another. This time, an even older design, a 1930 Bugatti Type 46 Super Profile Coupe. Famously known as the Baby Royale, this beauty is just focused on craftsmanship and luxury. The Type 46 features a sleek, streamlined coupe body with a distinctive super profile shape, earning it its name. While only about 450 examples of the Type 46 were produced from 1929 to 1936, making it a rare model, the Super Profile Coupe is even rarer, with only 10 to 20 examples manufactured. Under the hood is a Type 46 chassis sporting a 5.4-liter inline-8 engine delivering up to 140 horsepower. This engine will take you to a top speed of 150 to 160 miles per hour. Definitely not close to being the fastest in his collection, but the Type 46's sleek design and desirability make it one for any collector's collection. It seems as though the 30s is Ralph Lauren's decade, because who else owns a car collection with this many classics from that decade? Maybe it's less about the decade and more about the automaker. Yup, in our 15th spot is another classic designed by Jean Bugatti, a 1937 Bugatti Type 57 Atalante. With its coachwork being done by Carrosserie Bugatti, another Bugatti, the Type 57 features an elegant, streamlined coupe body with a unique Atalante shape, earning it its name. At its core is a Type 57 chassis featuring a 3.3-liter inline-8 engine delivering from 135 to 160 horsepower based on its configuration. It's also equipped with a 4-speed manual transmission. This beauty will sprint from 0 to 62 miles per hour in around 15 seconds while reaching a top speed of 180 miles per hour. However, besides all this, the Type 57 Atalante models are quite rare, with only 17 examples produced between 1935 and 39. Each example varies from the other, with slight variations in features and design. This model is widely considered one of the most beautiful designs from Jean Bugatti. Due to its rarity, the value of the Type 57 Atalante varies from 10 million to up to 100 million. Still, we haven't left the 30s yet, with another Jean Bugatti masterpiece about to take center stage. Next up, a 1934 Bugatti Type 59 Grand Prix. This, as you'd probably have figured out from its name, dominated more than a few Grand Prix circuits during its time, and is a thoroughbred racing car. What does the fashion icon need a racing car for? Well, it's more than just your everyday race car, that's for sure. Designed by both Ettore and Jean Bugatti, you just know Ralph had to get his hands on this beauty. It's lightweight and features superior engineering with a distinctive pointed tail and a sleek streamlined body. Equipped with a Type 59 chassis, the Type 59 features a 3.3-liter inline-8 engine and delivers around 300 horsepower, a pretty powerful engine for its time. Only 8 Type 59 Grand Prix models were ever manufactured between 1933 and 36, and just like the 57 Atalante, each example varies in design and features from the next. Quite a few notable racing drivers drove the Type 59 back in the day: Achille Varzi, Tazio Nuvolari, Robert Benoist, and now Ralph Lauren. One racing car from Ettore Bugatti was so good that Ralph Lauren had to get a second. Only this time, it was designed specifically for Grand Prix racing back in the 20s. Next up, a 1926 Bugatti Type 35C Grand Prix, the oldest Bugatti in Ralph Lauren's collection, and most notably, the one that cemented Bugatti's reputation in racing. This, just like the racing cars of old, features a sleek, streamlined body with a unique pointed tail. This was the earlier version of the Type 35, so it has a Type 35C chassis sporting a 2-liter inline-8 engine, which delivers around 150 to 200 horsepower based on the configuration. This beauty is one for the history books, competing in several Grand Prix events, including the French Grand Prix, the Italian Grand Prix, and the Monaco Grand Prix, and even achieved a handful of victories. There are approximately 50 Type 35C Grand Prix models currently in the world, which makes it even rarer than it already is. Values of this beauty can differ from $1 million to over $10 million, depending on the condition, provenance, and originality of the vehicle. And finally, after waiting all this time and getting this far, we have a reward for you: the most expensive Bugatti in Ralph Lauren's collection. A classic worth up to $150 million, and another 1930s masterpiece. A Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic. This beaut is the supercharged iteration of the already iconic Type 57 Atlantic Coupe, combining jaw-dropping aesthetics with even greater performance. Widely considered one of the most valuable cars in history, the 57 SC Atlantic represents the height of pre-war automotive engineering and design. The SC in its name stands for lowered compressor in French, reflecting its race-inspired improvements. Under its hood lies a 3.3-liter supercharged inline-8 engine, which delivers around 210 horsepower, propelling this beauty to speeds of more than 120 miles per hour, a monumental achievement for the 30s. Its on-road performance, combined with its aerodynamic bodywork, made it an absolute marvel of its time. Jean Bugatti's design in this one did what it always does. It retained the riveted dorsal seam and teardrop silhouette, staples of the Atlantic's visual appeal. Ralph Lauren's Type 57 SC Atlantic is the finest example in existence, meticulously restored to its original specs. This beauty is often displayed as a centerpiece in exhibitions, showcasing Bugatti's immense craftsmanship and, more importantly, Jean Bugatti's unrivaled artistry. And there you have it, all 18 Bugatti models in Ralph Lauren's car collection. Truth is, this is more than a testament to the fashion icon's love for Bugattis. It's a testament to his admiration for the style and artistry of the 1930s. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more luxury car collections, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell.